Hello. Thank you for joining me today. I hope everybody's doing well. Sims 4 speed build today. Just a random one. Felt like building. I have a couple ideas, but every time I go in to do them, it's like, no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. Being silly. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're okay. Where I am, we are in the depths of frigid Arctic air, and it is painful. About the build real quick, I changed it a couple times. I turned it around. It's not quite what you're going to see here, but it is the gist of it. I thought I would go for like a white light house with pops of color here and there, and I think it turned out cute. I hope you guys agree. And the couple, oh my goodness, they came up in cast. I did a 1, 2, 3 with the dice. Die? Nope, it's, die. More than one. Dice. Dice is 2. Who cares? Sorry. They're a cute couple. I like them. I did do the just build. I didn't create them at first. So I had to go back in, and then I had to give them enough money to afford the place. It's not cheap. 120,000 something simoleons. So sorry about that if you're interested in downloading it. Well, it could be a moving on up house. Something like that. I had trouble with the stairs. I had trouble with the placement of the second floor bedroom. There is only one bedroom in this house, but there are 3 bathrooms. It's goofy. It's really goofy. But I still like the way it turned out, and I hope that you guys will too. So what's new with everybody? I'm trying to think of things to talk about. My niece came up for her birthday, and that was fun. We talked for a long time. Got to know her a little bit better. I kept asking her about her job, and all she kept saying is she likes the people and not the work. I'm like, well, not telling me much. But she's new to it, so she recently graduated. I hope she can learn how to adjust and like the work as much as the people. But I'm glad she likes the people. It's the exact opposite of me. I always love my work, and I enjoy doing it. It's the people I have to work with that I have the toughest time with. And that's not necessarily my fault. They just don't like me, but... Oh, there's a hole on the second floor. I do fix it before I put it on the gallery, so don't worry about that. But again, that was something I didn't notice until I did the walkthrough. It's very frustrating, but I'm sure it has something to do with the roof. And then I was messing with the second floor walls. It was tough to figure out, but eventually I worked it all out. The backyard, I was stumped this time. I think I didn't want to go with the usual, what I always put in a yard, which is the flower making table, a woodworking table, a chess table, sometimes a pool, sometimes a pond. And then I ended up giving them the flower table and the chess table anyway. But as far as things to do, there's not too much. They have a computer, they have an art easel, a guitar, and the chess table. They do have a TV. I can't think that there's anything else. Well, here's the thing. At the cost of this house, this might be something that your sim would move into at a later date. So they would probably have a lot of items in their inventory when they moved into a house like this. So that might not be too big of an issue. I don't know. It is an open floor plan. And the only thing I'm not too excited about is the kitchen. I think it's in the wrong position. And the dining room as well. Those were the only 2 areas that I didn't know where else to put them. So I tried to make it look as attractive as possible, but I don't know if I succeeded. And I had to move the chimney and the fireplace. But it all worked out in the end, so it's not that much of an issue. It was at the time, boy. Gosh. Oh, here's something I can talk about. And this is so late in coming, it's almost embarrassing to have to say this. Do you know that I just learned today that The Sims took away 2 items that I paid for, we all paid for, if we have that glamour pack? What's it called? Vintage glamour. And I'm almost positive the other one came with the star one. Hollywood. The Hollywood pack. Gosh, great with these names. There were 2 vanities. One in each of those packs. And what I mean by vanity is it's like a desk type dresser thing with a mirror attached to it. They're both gone from my inventory. And I'm furious. Those were not CC, and they were not singular items that you can't buy anyway. You have to get them with a pack. And they took them away. I hate when they do that. That makes me so angry. I can't remember the last thing they did that with. But I'm furious. I wanted to put that one vanity. It was a modern one, so I'm thinking the vintage glamour is old-fashioned, 40s, 50s. And then the more modern looking one was with, what is the Hollywood pack called? I keep no, it's not City Living. Shadow wants to come in. Come on, baby. I just fed her and she wants to get fed again. She's so picky. Well, she's not picky. She's just always hungry. Anyway, I just found that out. I'm sure everybody else knew it right away. I need to stay on top of The Sims 4, I guess. But would they tell you? They probably did. They probably told you in a tweet, and I don't do Twitter. Twitter's, ugh. But maybe they said, we're taking these away. I can't imagine what they gave us for it. But why would they have to do that? I paid for it. What if the only reason I got the vintage glamour pack was to have that vanity? What if that's the only reason I bought that pack, and then they just decided, well, let's scrap this. And there again, what is the logic behind it? Is one more item going to break the game or something? And why do they have to continue, whoever maxes EA, why do they have to continue to think like it's still the year 2000 and everybody's using a 486 computer with a dial-up modem? I doubt very highly that even 5% of the Sims community are using a computer that antiquated that it can't handle this game. And yet, that's always their excuse. Well, we don't want to overload anybody's computer. We don't want it. Shut up. It's such a lame excuse. So, anyway, getting back to the build here. I'm just angry. I was so frosty about that for the longest time. It's white with pops of color, and it shows more on the inside than on the outside. I like the outside as well. It's just that the items outside, you really didn't have too many choices when it came to color. Yeah, I had trouble with these outside trees. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure this out. What's the best way to do these tours, and I just don't think I'm doing it a good way. I don't know. I've seen some simmers, they just stay in build mode and they kind of widen their screen a little bit and just whip you through each of the rooms. But I've always felt like you don't really get a good feel for the actual house in that one. That's just me, though. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that's just me. Those lights hang so low. I had to shrink them, I think, twice. Look at this couple. Aren't they adorable? He came up first. I didn't even change their clothes. I think she's got a pretty nasty voice, though. But they are so cute. And they're making little goo-goo eyes at each other. And then he drinks her coffee and he doesn't care for it that much. That glass partition there, I saw it in build mode and I'm like, you know what? That's some color. Kind of breaks off the two rooms. I like the outcome. I think it's a kind of a neat house. A little too big, I have to admit. It's a little... I could have shrunk it down. But I never know which direction to go in. If I shrink one side, then it looks off kilter to me. Ugh, it was tough. But I'm not unhappy with the way it is. It just seems like a lot of house for only one bedroom. That might be a problem. I didn't know what to do here. That yoga mat was a last second. I gotta put something in here. I didn't do anything on the walls. I couldn't think anymore. It's like, what else? What is there that I can... I started worrying a little bit about cost, but see that little triangle up there? Like, oh dear. But again, it's fixed, so when you go on the gallery, it's not going to be like that. Yes, they have their own laundry room, so if you do use this house, and you do have that pack, you gotta stay on top of the laundry. This is the only bedroom, and you'll maybe notice from my build to the walkthrough here, I flipped it. It was on the other side of the house, and I wanted this view of the city, so that's why I flipped it. Although, now that I think about it, I think there are some more apartments in the background there. Nope, looks like it's just trees and houses. But I love that city view, especially at night. And that's why I put an easel out there. That's one of my favorite things to do when I actually play the game, is to go out there and paint landscapes of what you really see. That right side there should have clothing hanging on it. They just wouldn't stay. No matter how many times I hung them up there, they disappeared. So I apologize for that. There is music in this room. I have a problem with Sims and music in that they never remember to turn it off. They always turn off their TV, but they never turn off the stereo. And it plays until it's broke. It breaks. And I never remember. It's all of a sudden I see something smoking and it's like, oh man, I forgot to turn off the music again. Yeah, so art easel, guitar. Oh yeah, there is that little plant sculpting thing. There are a few things they can do to gain skills. Books, music, cooking, and the computer. Well, exercise as well, yes. Wellness with the mat. So yeah, there are things that your sim can do. I had no idea what careers or anything to give these guys, but I do think they're a cute couple, and I might actually use them to do some playthroughs. I like them. I think they're adorable, but I might have to change her voice. So yeah, I didn't even change their clothes. I thought they were absolutely charming, so I kept them. So here's my yard. I didn't really do it. I was just checking to make sure I put a garbage can out, and yes, I did. Didn't do too much. I just wanted to give them privacy. So the trees are there strategically, not aesthetically. And there is a gate out to the other side. And that's about it. Now, the other side, I don't know if you noticed it at the start of the walkthrough, but there are planter pots out there for veggies and fruit and whatever else that they might want to grow for cooking skill. Okay, well, that's it. I do hope you enjoyed this, and again, I thank you so much for being with me and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. I also hope you have an absolutely fabulous day as well. Do stay warm if you're in the north like me, because it's cold. Enjoy yourselves, everybody.